Okay, let's talk about those mornings. You know the ones, that first step out of bed, and bam, feels like you stepped right onto a spike, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. That sharp, stabbing pain right in the heel. Plantar fasciitis, PF. It's miserable.
Absolutely miserable. And be honest, when that hits,
Yeah.
what's your immediate, desperate reaction? What do you do?
Well, you probably grab your foot, right? Maybe try to stretch it out, pull your toes back hard, or
Huh.
maybe roll it on something cold, like a frozen bottle.
Yeah, exactly. Or jam some kind of ball under there, trying to massage the pain away.
That's what almost everyone does. It feels instinctive. But here's the thing we're diving into today, and it's completely counterintuitive.
Yeah.
Doing any of that, stretching the sore spot, massaging it aggressively, you're probably making it worse.
Wait, really? So we've basically been, lied to? Or just doing the totally wrong thing?
Pretty much. We're looking at an approach today that says forget stretching the bottom of your foot when it's inflamed. We need a different strategy entirely.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So what's the mission then? What are we going to figure out?
Two things. First, a trick for almost instant relief. Temporary, but instant. And second, the actual long-term fix. Getting to the root cause so that morning agony just stops happening.
Right, because if that tissue, the fascia,
Mm-hmm.
is inflamed, maybe even got tiny tears,
Yeah.
stretching it sounds like a bad idea now that you say it.
Exactly. You're just pulling on inflamed, damaged tissue. It's like picking at a scab. You keep the inflammation cycle going.
Mhm.
So we need to stop blaming the victim, the bottom of the foot, and talk to the system that's actually controlling things, the nerves, the body chemistry.
Okay, let's do it. Let's start with that instant fix. You said it's almost insultingly simple.
It really is. But you got to try this with us. If your foot's hurting right now, give that pain a number. 0 is no pain. 10 is you absolutely cannot put pressure on it without yelping.
Okay. Got my number locked in. What now? We compare this in a minute.
Yep, in about 60 seconds. So what we're going to do uses a principle called reciprocal inhibition. Fancy term, simple idea.
Layman's terms.
Okay, think of it like this. Your foot muscles, the ones underneath, are basically stuck in a cramp. They're contracted, panicking. We can't stretch them directly because that hurts, right?
Right?
So we stretch the opposite muscles, the ones on the front of your lower leg, your shin.
Okay, the opposite ones. Why?
Stretching those muscles sends a signal through the nerves. It basically tells the contracted muscles on the bottom of your foot, hey, stand down, relax. It's like hitting an override switch for the pain signal, temporarily.
Ah, like telling the contracted muscle's opposing muscle to pull, which forces the contracted one to let go a bit. Makes sense.
Exactly. So here's the move. Sit down, cross the leg with the sore foot over the other one.
Okay, done.
Now, take your hand, grab your toes on that sore foot, and gently bend them downward. Point them away from your shin.
Downward, not pulling them up towards my shin.
Nope, downward. You should feel a stretch, but feel it on the front of your leg, along the shin bone, not in your calf, not really on the bottom of your foot.
Okay, yeah. Feeling on the shin. Weird. How many times?
Do that maybe up to 20 times. Just a gentle bend down, hold for a second, release. Repeat.
And what if crossing my leg like this is awkward or painful?
Good point. Alternative. Sit on a couch, maybe the edge of your bed, tuck your feet underneath you so the tops of your feet are flat on the surface, and gently let your butt lower towards your heels. Use a pillow under your butt if you need to soften it.
Ah, okay, so you get that same stretch on the front of the ankle and shin that way.
Precisely. The key is engaging those opposite muscles without aggravating the bottom of the foot.
All right, I've done about 20. Now what? Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. Stand up carefully. Put some weight on that foot. Now, re-rate the pain. Same scale, 0 to 10. What's the number now?
Whoa, okay.
That's
Noticeably better. Not 0, but definitely lower than before. Maybe, half. That's kind of crazy.
right. We've heard accounts of people going from a 9 down to a 3 or a 6 straight to 0 instantly.
Just from that one little stretch.
Just from telling the nerves to chill out for a second, it proves a big chunk of that immediate pain is nerve signals and contraction, not just tissue damage.
Okay, that instant relief is genuinely amazing, like actual magic. But
Right.
it's temporary, you said. A Band-Aid.
Exactly. It's great for getting through a bad moment, but it doesn't fix the underlying reason why your foot got so angry in the first place.
So if we want this gone for good, we need to look deeper. What's the connection to the bigger picture? You mentioned calcium earlier.
Yeah. The long-term problem, the root cause in chronic PF, often involves calcium, specifically too much calcium depositing in the soft tissues, like that fascia. It's driven by underlying systemic inflammation.
Okay, inflammation again. And calcium building up where it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like little bits of bone forming in the soft tissue. That sounds bad.
It is. It makes the tissue less flexible, more prone to irritation and pain. It's basically a mineral management problem fueled by inflammation.
So the obvious question then, what's causing all this inflammation in the first place? And why is calcium going rogue?
Well, a major driver of generalized body-wide inflammation is often diet, specifically diets high in refined carbohydrates and sugars. They spike insulin chronically.
Ah, the insulin connection. Okay. So that leads us to the first long-term strategy, fixing the diet.
Bingo! You need to put out that systemic fire. The recommendation is often a low-carb approach, and importantly, combining it with some form of intermittent fasting.
Like 2 meals a day.
Yeah.
No snacks, is that the idea? Got to be strict in this inflammation war?
That's the idea. 2 meals, maybe lunch and dinner. Giving your digestive system a real break helps lower that chronic insulin, reduces inflammation, and lets the body's repair processes actually catch up. So yeah, no snacks. It's non-negotiable for really tackling this.
Okay, starve the inflammation, got it.
Yeah.
But what about the calcium misbehaving? Diet alone fixes that.
Diet helps a lot by reducing the inflammatory trigger, but to really get calcium under control, we need its counterpart, its controller. Magnesium, think of it this way. Calcium makes muscles contract. Magnesium tells them to relax. PF is essentially a state of chronic contraction and eventually calcification. So you need sufficient magnesium to counterbalance that.
Magnesium,
Yeah.
the relaxation mineral.
Okay.
And why does this problem, this deficiency maybe, show up so dramatically in the feet?
It's about delivery. Imagine your circulatory system is like a delivery route. Nutrients get dropped off along the way. Your feet are way out there, end of the line.
The last stop on the nutrition train.
Exactly. So if you're running low on something essential, like magnesium, the tissues furthest out your feet are often the first place you'll see signs of that deficiency, like cramps or this chronic tightening and calcification in PF.
Wow. Okay, so my screaming foot pain could actually be an alarm bell for a system-wide shortage. That's a perspective shift.
It often is, and magnesium deficiency is incredibly common, way more common than people realize.
So supplement. Just grab any magnesium.
Not quite. The type of magnesium matters hugely. You want magnesium glycinate.
Glycinate. Why that specific one?
Absorption. Magnesium glycinate is absorbed really well by the body, maybe around 80%. The cheap stuff you usually see, magnesium oxide, the absorption's terrible, like maybe 3 or 4%. Plus, oxide can often cause digestive issues.
Right, the disaster pants effect. Good to avoid. So, glycinate. How much?
The typical recommendation to start correcting a deficiency is at least 400 milligrams per day of the glycinate form.
Okay, magnesium glycinate, 400 milligram minimum. Got it. So that's the master controller for calcium. Are we done?
Not quite. Magnesium's the controller, but it doesn't like to work alone. It has a critical partner.
A partner in crime? Who is it?
Vitamin D.
Ah, vitamin D. The sunshine vitamin. We hear a lot about that one.
We do, but maybe not in this context. Vitamin D is arguably the most potent anti-inflammatory substance your body uses. It's crucial for reducing that background inflammation and also for tissue remodeling and repair, exactly what you need for PF.
Okay, anti-inflammatory powerhouse. Makes sense?
Yeah.
How much should we talk? Because the recommendations for D seem to be all over the place.
They are, and the levels suggested in the approaches we looked at are, well, they're high. Often around 20,000 IUs of vitamin D3 per day.
Whoa, hold on. 20,000?
Yeah.
Isn't the usual advice like way lower? Maybe 1,000, 2,000, sometimes 5,000 IUs? People will get warned about toxicity.
That's a really important point. And yes, 20,000 IU is a therapeutic dose, not usually a long-term maintenance dose for everyone. The idea here is to rapidly correct what's likely a significant, long-standing deficiency that's contributing to chronic inflammation.
Okay, so it's aggressive because the problem is likely severe.
Mm-hmm.
Where does that number even come from?
It partly comes from looking at how much vitamin D your body might naturally produce. Like 40 minutes of strong midday summer sun exposure could generate roughly that amount.
40 minutes of sun.
And the bigger picture with D is huge. It's involved in regulating something like 10% of our entire genome, over 2,700 genes.
Wow.
So a deficiency doesn't just show up as foot pain. It can be linked to lower back pain, immune system problems, general muscle achiness. It's systemic.
So the foot pain might just be the loudest symptom of a much bigger issue affecting thousands of genes.
Okay. But you mentioned a partnership with magnesium.
Yes, and this is critical. It's like a high-maintenance workplace duo. Vitamin D needs magnesium to even become active in your body. The conversion processes require it.
So if you take a ton of vitamin D,
But you're low on magnesium. You'll burn through whatever magnesium you do have trying to process the D. You can actually make your magnesium deficiency worse.
yikes. So taking one without the other is pointless or even potentially harmful.
It can be counterproductive, definitely.
Yeah.
They absolutely have to be taken together. It's a synergistic relationship. High D needs high mag.
Okay, the dynamic duo. Magnesium glycinate and vitamin D3 taken together. Is that the full picture for the long game?
One more small but vital piece, vitamin K2.
K2. Why K2?
Remember how we said the problem is calcium ending up in soft tissues? Vitamin K2 is like the traffic cop for calcium.
Directs it where to go. Exactly. K2 helps take calcium out of soft tissues like your inflamed fascia and arteries and directs it into your bones and teeth where it belongs. It works hand in hand with vitamin D3.
So D3 helps absorb calcium, K2 tells it where to go, and magnesium helps regulate the whole process and relax tissues.
You got it. That's the biochemical tag team. That's why you'll often find supplements that combine D3 and K2 together. Makes it easier.
Okay, so the long-term plan is low carb, no snacks, intermittent fasting lifestyle, plus magnesium glycinate, high-dose vitamin D3, and vitamin K2. That is quite different from just getting orthotics.
Completely different. It's shifting from treating the symptom locally to fixing the systemic environment.
And the results. Do people actually get better doing this? Because it sounds like a big commitment.
The anecdotes are pretty dramatic. We saw stories like a nurse, right? Had pain for a month, rated it a 6 out of 10, did the toe stretch, instantly a 0.
Instantly. Wow. Okay, that's the stretch, but the long term.
There was someone else limping for 8 months. Tried everything, cortisone shots, those clunky boots, special orthotics, even got a temporary handicap parking pass because the pain was so bad, like a 9 out of 10.
Yep. Yeah.
The opposing stretch for the first time, pain dropped from a 9 to a 3. Just like that. It showed how much was nerve contraction. Then they adopted the supplements and diet.
And presumably got lasting relief.
That's the implication. Another story. Someone in pain for 2 years, went to physical therapy, foot doctors, chiropractors, the works, said this combined approach to the stretch plus the supplements and diet was better than everything else combined.
2 years of pain. That's incredible. It sounds like people are skeptical at first.
Totally. They roll their eyes at the simplicity, especially the stretch, and then suddenly they realize, wait, I'm actually not hurting anymore.
So wrapping this all up for someone listening right now with that aching foot, what's the takeaway?
It's a comprehensive approach. You use that counterintuitive shin stretch multiple times a day, every day, for that immediate temporary relief.
Yeah.
Get those nerves to calm down.
Okay, step 1.
But for the cure, the long-term fix, you have to address the system. That means committing to that low-carb, no-snack, intermittent fasting lifestyle to kill the inflammation.
Right, starve the fire.
And bring in the biochemical support crew. Adequate magnesium glycinate, therapeutic doses of vitamin D3 and vitamin K2. Taken together consistently.
Fix the mineral management, basically. Stop the calcification, promote relaxation and repair.
Exactly. You stop asking, how do I fix my foot? And start asking, how do I fix my body's operating system?
It really reframes the whole thing, doesn't it? Makes you wonder if chronic pain way out in your foot is actually a sign that your whole system is out of whack, maybe even affecting thousands of your genes.
Right.
What other little aches and pains are we totally misinterpreting? What else are we trying to fix locally when the real problem's systemic? Something to think about next time you take that first step out of bed.